So, hello, we do voice check. Give me one side if you hear me. I see that I hear myself, so that should work. Next step is I do a check with the Discord if you hear the Discord voices, and then we can ready to go. So we are live. If you speak now, it should actually I should cover that. So just talk and I will see if I get the right voicing.
Test.
Yeah, I see it, that works.
So before we start, is there any chance you can give me permission to not have push to talk? Because it's annoying as fuck.
I had a chat with Jinx. Let me double check if he can fix it. He said he changed it, so we can try that.
Okay, I'll test that.
Yeah, it works. He changed it. Oh, awesome. Oh, I love him. Thank you, Jinx. Wonderful. So you can swap to voice activation. I can be free to talk because I was annoying to press the Q button.
Okay, this should be
Volume
working.
too
Yes,
low.
it is.
Let's go. Zack. Push you up. So I push the volume, same for Sushi and Senpai, so should work. So then I give you also some, where is it? I copied that, so this one here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have swapped to my cam of the Hellcamp. I have opened the fleet chat so I can see your questions there. I will funnel them through and then we try to answer them. Sushi, you need to make the voice activation a little bit higher because I can hear your
Hello everyone. So yeah, the Hellcamp has been ramping up, and so our questions. So we're here to answer them if you have some. It can be regarding the life in the Hellcamp, what you can do, what you have to bring, how to bring it, like all that jazz. So feel free to shoot questions. We're here to answer them if you.
I mean, let's start with the first questions. We have, or like I funnel them through. You are aware if you are an R-Tech A, there is a POS. So what should people do with this POS?
So people who are not familiar with what is a pulse, so it used to be a thing before Citadels and all the new stuff. So basically, it's a force field in the middle of the space where you are kind of safe. If you want to have that in your bookmarks, so you will have on the MOTD, so you can reload that if you hit the 3 little points on the chat. In the Alliance or Corporation of Brave, you should have a link to all the bookmarks. The one you want to have activated is Brave Stamp one. So I'll throw that in the fleet chat in a moment. So this one here. And in EVE Online, you can only have 3 folders activated at the same time. So make sure it is online, or you won't have any of the bookmarks activated for attack A. Once you have that activated, you should see a location in attack A, and you want to check for ! control tower or POS control tower. And you just warp there. Beware, was made aware that only people in Brave United, is it?
Yes.
That can access it? If you are from Goons, I think they have other poses online. So this is strictly for Braves members.
We don't go in details about that. If you are in the Intel channel and everywhere and you have access to the Goon fleets and stuff like that, you are aware how it works. And yeah, I was adjusting the volume a little bit. We should be now on a level which you don't lose your eardrums and everything is fine. If not, keep posting me about it and then I get the feeling. But I think it was fine when I looked into that. So it's good. So yeah, you have the Goons one, you have the Brave one. In Brave POS you can find ships, for example. You can find a Nestor for refitting. And Sushi is also providing a very nice service with, yeah, tell you what you have done. What kind of ship do you brought there?
So yeah, basically just brought small haulers with ammunition for dictors. So if you need bubbles, this is where you get them. Also, the fits for heavy interdictors is not made to whore on kill mails. We don't do that normally. But this is an exception. So you want to have a turret of any kind in order to just shoot at the capital ship to be on the kill mail. So I do have some launchers and turrets for broadsword or onyxes, also with ammunitions. So feel free to take one and use a Nestor next to it to refit. You just right click on the Nestor and you use the refit option.
The other thing what you find in the POS are ships from people which maybe went to sleep, done something else. And we have the gentleman and ladies rule that if you take a ship which is named, so you can use that, should it be destroyed for whatever reason, then you apply for SOP and you either comment that you took the ship from the POS and the owner is this person. Alternative, if the money comes to your account, you funnel the money to the owner of the ship and everybody is happy. Some people named their ship Abdont, take it or leave it. They don't care about their ship, so you can use it, have fun with it, and then if it survives, you bring it back, and everybody's happy.
So yeah, if you want to check if a ship is named, you'll have to board it, if I'm right, and then you right click on it and you click set name. You'll have the name of the ship there. If it says like a random names, that's somebody else's ship. So you want to maybe poke him on Slack, just telling him that you took the ship for a spin.
So
and you don't want to change that. To keep that name.
Exactly.
Don't put yours at the place. You'll be stealing the ship of a bro, and we don't do that.
So for example, on the stream you see right now, there's a falcon that's called Combos Do Not Steal. So you should not take this falcon. But if you go down to the flycatcher, says it's Sonic, don't take it. Then there is one which is a free flycatcher, which means that's especially named to so you can take it. Then you see there's one which is from Vixillo Taron. So if this goes boom, then you apply for SRP and you funnel the money to this person. So if you hog into that and the ship dies, you will lose the name. So maybe you should write it down before that. Okay. As said, Brave United can't go into that. If you burn out the module, we learned that you can't, how to say it, repair it. So you need to replace it. So if you burn out stuff 100%, there is no way which we can right now in space help you. But you can ask for if somebody has an MVD or an afterburner or something, and then we can swap it around, and then you are happy with your new prop mod. That's how it works. Anything else?
I'm back.
I'm back. Anything else about the POS? I mean, if you need something, you probably can also check out the Goon POS and see if there is something happening. So, maybe they have some stuff you need or some modules they also set up. If not, then maybe if the next people are moving into the system, you just post into the channels we have on Slack when I say something that I need an MVD, I need nanite paste. First ask in the fleet, that's the best option. And then if the fleet says we don't have that, then you can go and request that on Slack and maybe somebody is coming over. If it's something small, then if somebody comes with a shuttle, which is super easy to travel through, maybe once we said people are traveling now with the shuttle, somebody will set up a smart bomb gang thingy, but as we moving huge fleets through it, this ship will probably die, the smart bomb Proteus or whatever, or the stabber or the Mauler smart bomb. So you can travel with a shuttle and then you grab a ship on the POS if you're waiting for a movement or a reinforcement fleet. And especially if you are, I think it's early in the morning, EUTZ, and then coming to the downtime, there we are a little bit thin, but that's usually the time zone. Um, let's yeah, Sushi. Let's swap to the Keepstar. What do we see on the Keepstar? I'm swapping the camera, and then we talk a little bit about what's happening on the Keepstar.
Yeah, I just wanted to add something for the shopping list. If you have anything you want, so make sure you answer on the ping, making a thread, not just putting a message on the ping channel, please. And that is best practice. Normally, you will have at least one holder per moving fleets. So just ask there, and you'll be delivered normally. So yeah, done.
So then let's swap to the Hellcamp on the other side, and then let's see if we have some questions because I was not looking. So therefore I need to disable this monitor, activate this one, zack, and we are back on the Hellcamp. So let me check questions. Chup, 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 chup. That's my pause. Goon just. We are focusing on PvP. Why no fight? No, that's something we don't want to tell. No, there's no questions. Okay, let's talk about why is the Keepstar always doing the PDS thingy? Like every time I get some damage on my Onyx, and I have no idea why I get like 200 damage. But also what I see is something happening if they do that. Sushi, can you explain that?
So basically, as you'll see, we have demanded a lot of dictors and hictors. The thing with dictors is that they have to put out bubbles, and those bubbles have limited EHP. So once the citadel shoots, your bubble will get deleted. So if there's none hicks near you, some capitals may get around that. So you want to have one bubble ready at all times. So when you can, please recharge, reload. So once you see you take any damage, just hit the bubble straight away, because there will be some people that are will be able to flee that way. So you want to have one bubble and hit that as soon as you take damage. For Hictors, you have nothing to do. Basically, you just have to tank that. If you are a broadsword, you shouldn't be into armor. But if you need any armor repairs, we have that in the post.
Yeah, that basically explain it. So if we are not that big bolstered as we are right now, you see that we have like more of the dictors, and when they run the PDS, then some of the super capitals and also the capitals are jumping off because we don't have the coverage. But since we have secured the armor timer, we are all super eager to actually kill this Keepstar and keep everybody where they are right now. And the only thing what we can do is forcing them into asset safety, which they can do. But maybe they also want to have the final fight and see what happens and blah blah blah. So let's have that. I have a question. I'm having a bit of a hard time knowing when we'll be able to get ship fleeted into the Hellcamp. Is there a schedule or will it be just random? It's kind of random. Usually, goons are pinging around, in the best time every hour, and then we try to relay that into Slack. So if you don't have the goon Jabber open, you relay on our Slack messages, which means that's the fleet which bridges you into as a close by to the system.
Actually, a note on that. Many of you brave people may or may not have Goons Jabber, so pigeon or stuff like that, so for pings, and or Mumble, like the Goons Mumble setup. So now is a good time to have that setup. So please use some of your time just to set that up. That way you'll be able to get on comms for Goons move-ups, and you'll be able to access more move-ups if we don't get pings from a Brave, like if we forget to relay the ping. So if you're eager to join the battle, so just take 10 minutes and set the ESA of Goons and Goons Mumble ready to be used.
Sushi, do you know how I do double mumble?
I don't actually.
Okay, no
I have
problem.
to.
No worries. Give me the ball back. I can do that. If you want to have
How do
two...
you do that? What is your magic?
Okay, that's super easy. You have this shortcut option, but you can also do it on the Excel file itself. If you do a right click and say, what is it called? I think details or something. In German, it's Eigenschaften. I have no idea how that's called in English. And there you have starting options, which is kind of like the way where the file is. And behind that Excel file, you put -m, like you done it in the old ways in the Steam startup option for your game if you want to have something
Damn.
special. And then you can start 2 Mumble sessions. Be aware, both of these Mumbles version use the same config file. That means if you press push to talk, for example, you will talk on both Mumbles. And today I experienced that when I have the Goon Mumble muted, then I cannot speak on the other mumble, but I'm not sure if this was the case or there was something else, an issue maybe with NVIDIA Broadcast, so don't take that for serious, blah blah blah, but usually it works. You can have both mumbles open, you mute on one and then you can talk on the others, so you get both fleets with you, and that's actually what the other people in the FC teams are doing. They sitting on multiple comms, they are hammered by people talking, and that's why sometimes we want to have a little bit of silence or something, because we don't get everything what everybody is talking, blah blah blah. That's a lot of details.
Yeah, do that at your own risk. If you're not an FC and you're not like used to have so many people talk in your ears, you may not want to do that.
That
That's
means
crazy, man.
that means if you are in CTEC J and you want to move, then it makes sense that you are on the Goon fleet and listen to them comms, because this FC will tell you to jump, what is happening, and also they have a Titan bridge, so you see when the Titan bridge is going, and they tell
Yeah.
you to jump. Once you are in system, you make your safe warp to the post, then you drop the fleet, you join the Hellcamp fleet, and then you place yourself on the Keepstar. Sushi, I'm in a... Let's start with the hick, because that's one of the relaxed thingies. You don't do much. What do I do if I'm sitting in a hick and I want to place myself on the Keepstar?
So it's very easy. So first one, you'll have to check for friendlies on your overview so you can see blues. Then you want to how to say that, like classify by ships. So you want to have all the onyxes and broadsword on your overviews next to them, and you want to be about 20 kilometers apart from another hectares. Like hectares can do a bubble from 20 to 25 kilometers around them, depending on your skills level. So you want to be about 20 kilometers away from another one. If you see somewhere where there is no other hectares, you can just feel free to place yourself here. If you don't know how to pilot by yourself, just double click in a way, like put your camera behind your ships and double click in space. You'll go that way. And if you want to do the proper version, you use the Q button and with the tactical overview, and you'll be able to left click once, and then you can select your elevation, and you click another time, and you'll be directed into that direction. So it's, if you're not used to play like a tackle, you may not want to do that, but it's a good way to try and direct yourself in space using the Q key.
Yeah, I'm live demonstrating that in the stream that people can see it, what the Q button is. Okay, so
You click once, and then you can select your elevation, and you want to find a hole and just stay there. Basically, yeah, just shoot YouTube and look for Reddits. Just make some memes, stuff like that. If you see a Titan or other capital landing near to you, you want to burn to it like really fast, and you want to keep at range or orbit it at 5,000 meters. So you want to stick to the capital's ass if he's fleeing. You only need 1 hectares per capital. So if you see that there is already like 10 other hectares, just move away and take a position. It's kind of hard to see where there is holes at the moment because there's so many bubbles. I find it easier to find holes in potato mode. So feel free to use potato mode for this case. And just fly around with your camera. If your camera doesn't have this glazy thing like the bubble effect on it, it means that you found a hole. So just put yourself here. Don't forget to spin your how is it called, the tackle model, like the Hector model for the bubble. Just spin one is enough. And that's
I
pretty much
mean,
it for Hector.
here you see the one of the Higgs moving with the bubble on, and the curious watcher already sees there are orange bubbles, there are greenish bubbles, and if an interdictor does a bubble, it's light bluish. This is these ones here. That's the interdictor bubble. You see they're a little bit smaller, and from the anchor bubble you see like really big ones, and you see like very little small ones. And as we said, the interdictor bubbles get destroyed by the PDS. The Higgs bubbles not. That's why I say orange is the new blue. It just makes sense. And yeah. Okay, do we want to talk about... I'm sitting in my Higgs. Let's go on my Higgs here. So. And I was in position. I was following a hell. And the hell was not doing the usual I'm docking up animation. It was just disappearing animation. What happened here?
So yes, that's one scenario. So you might find someone trying to flee, and then the capital, Titan or whatever, just disappears. I mean, there is no animation. You know the animation where the ship slowly disappears? This is not the one you want to see. If you see nothing, like just poof, that means that this guy just safe logged, and you want to keep that position at all times. What I do is I just throw 190 nanite paste in JSON so I can make a bookmark, and a bookmark displays. So if I have to horn a kill mail, I know where to go back after that. But you want to just chill and stay there. If you can keep your computer running at all times, like just chill and stay there, do nothing. And when this guy tries to log back in, he will be caught. So you're just here to farm a ghost, but he will come back.
Because there's something special. If you re-log into the game, you will be warping to your last position, ignoring bubbles. Yeah, you're ignoring bubbles. That's the easiest way. So you will land exactly on this position where you was, and therefore, if you sit there with your Higgs or with your Dictor, you land in the bubble, and then they can't jump. So, what is happening after downtime? Like before downtime, we have what we have right now, but after downtime, if everybody logs in, something special happens because, how to say it, like it's like a fresh game starting. Who is first? Should frame a question for you, Sushi. How to say it? So, if you have time on after downtime, and you're already on the Hellcamp, so in special if you have the weekend tomorrow, that's the time which everybody logs in, and there's a very small window which we don't have bubbles everywhere, depending on the amount of people we have active, and that's the point where people can escape, so they're jumping off.
You have to log back in real quick after the downtime, and you want to spin your ship as soon as you land to have your bubble back up.
So James Fisher asks, you killing Hortlings? Yes, we're killing Hortlings. That's correct. I would say that's what we do. We try. They need to untether.
I mean, we'll be killing them in like 2 days. For the moment, we are containing them.
Okay.
We love to have a fight, though.
So, if you don't want to be in a hick or in a flycatcher, can I fly something else? Sushi. Do you know that? Can I fly other
Of
ships?
course. So it depends what you want to do. If you want to roam, I mean, there's two options here. You can either be on a big block, like with a Goon's fleet or Braid's fleet. You'll be mostly in a Raven or something that can shoot very far. That is for the moment when we succeed in bumping a capital, or if a capital it begins to be targetable. So we want to kill that, and we need DPS for that, and you can be that DPS. So you can see Nyx here trying to go for a run. So you can bring a Raven for that. The Doctrine Raven is fine. You can also bring, of course, Logi and Lynx. Lynx, we really need you. I know it's not the most funny roles, but we really need Lynx. You guys are legends. So you can do that. And the second option is to bring some friends and just roam around the systems for stragglers. We had a Harpy, an Assault Frigate fleet yesterday, so we had to kill it. So sometimes we get content, and you can be on smaller fleets if that's your thing. Don't know if I answered that well.
Well,
The third option, if I can have one, is just be a legend and do logistic between the Hellcamp and CJ.
Going with a VR
If you like to move stuff, we need you.
Okay, that's your option if you want to fly different ships. I mean, the Hellcamp is right now very good suited. So if you, for example, say you want to maintain the route and you want to kill some campers and stuff like that, you can do that. I mean, nothing prevents you from that. What time exactly will the Keepstar go down? Is that known? Yes, of course that is known. And the problem is you need to make your calculation in your head. I give you some seconds until you can post it. I know it already. So you see here it says 2 days, 3 hours, 59 minutes and 60 seconds. It will come out of reinforcement. So if you have that in your head, I think it's Sunday after 0 o'clock. I think 2 o'clock in the morning in my time zone in the
I had
EU.
to type in Google like timefromnow.com to find that.
So
This
Monday
website
evening.
exists.
No, Monday evening is also wrong. Monday morning. Monday morning is the time when the big happening will happen, and I will tell you that will be happening. I mean, they done the shields, they done the armor, so they also want to do the hull, and that's why there are people sitting here and hell camping it. Nobody escapes. So, as said from Sushi, we keep them contained. Sushi, some funny stories. Did you hear funny stories out of the fleet from people falling asleep and waking up and stuff like that?
I mean, at the moment, the funniest thing I've seen is memes, like so many memes made.
Oh,
I've not
yes.
seen, like, people are mostly tired at this time. I mean, yesterday we went on a Hush Hush fleet. This was funny. Like, we caught a timer by 1 minute and a half. Like, that was crazy, mate.
Oh, nice. A really good one. So
Yeah, and
I'm
we had like a very big H-rounds on the field, like very funny.
the good big age ones. We love it. So I'm
Yeah,
running this
that
fleet.
was something. Yesterday was crazy, mate.
So I'm running this fleet like since after the downtime, and funny stuff I heard is people which fall on sleep in comms and then coming back 5 hours later with like, "Hey, I'm still alive in my Hector on the undock." Um, right now, this space AirTag A is for everybody who is blue with goons and do the Hellcamp. probably the best safe space you can have right now. Like you cannot rat
Yeah.
on that Keepstar because there are no rats, but also nobody is shooting you, so you're fine.
Yes, that's so true, man. I took a bath with my Hector. Like I took no damage. I mean, one funny guy I saw is like you see the occasional Hector just drifting away because the guy just double clicked and just launched to film or something. Like you can see like some people like 200 kilometers away, and then they don't even get killed. Like it's crazy. It's safer than in CJ here.
So, as said, don't take that too serious. We doing a marathon. This is not a sprint. So, you can sit there, you can do something else. You don't need to be fully aware what is happening. Just have DFC or whatever fleet you're sitting on comms, listen to them, and if you hear something is happening, for example, oh no, there's a ping from Horde, they're trying to break out. 20, 40, 100 Bifrosts are undocking and trying to jump off Dictos and stuff like that. No worries, in the background the FC teams are aware of that, and when something like this happens, you will get reinforcement pings, you will see what happens. But on the other side, we also have a very solid number of people there. Okay, as I said,
I do have one
Bushers.
for you, Kane.
No, wait,
Yeah, I
wait.
wanted
I
to
give
put
you
a
the
note on
Busher
that.
one. I'm in a hick on the
Yeah,
super undock, and a
yeah.
bunch of Bushers are undocking. What are my options to protect me from get bushed off?
I mean, from what I've heard, and I've not used that yet, you have to light a signer.
That's an option, yes. I think you can't be bushed off if you have a Sino. That's a very strong one.
I mean, that's the horseshit button right there. But
The
I
alternative
mean,
option is you have another Hector on overview
yeah,
and you scram each other. That's also
yeah.
the common
You,
tactics with like Logi fleets and stuff like that.
you can actually just perma. Like if you see someone near to you, like less than like about 17 kilometers away, you can just scram this guy forever if you are both AFK. That will work.
Yeah.
Just watch for your capacitors.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just knew about the Sino one. The other one, I would have done that, but I was not sure.
The Sino one is a ballsy move. I was aware about that, but this was not the first thing which would come in my head. But good point out. I take it. Oh, there's
I
an
mean,
Asriel.
it
Let's
costs.
have a look.
Okay.
The donut. The donut undocked.
Oh, damn.
Oh, and it docked again. Oh, we couldn't see it. Oh, I was too slow. No donut for
I mean,
us.
we know it's in here.
Oh, hell, my eyes. I can't see anything.
I mean, it must be a bakery inside, like so many croissants.
We're creating a sun in the Keepstar between the two dongles.
Why is Hellcamp called the Hellcamp? I mean, that's a good question. Like, is
Oh,
there a real reason for that?
I can only make assumption, and then I would need to open somewhere on my Google. Let me see. Eve online. Why does somebody call it Hellcamp? The story behind the PR Hellcamp is not explaining. Okay, let's try to frame it a little bit. We have right now 1,640 people in the local. We know that there are 230, no wait, not 30, 85, 285, 85, yeah, that's correct. People sitting in the Keepstar, so we are aware that they are red. And as you see how much bubbles are there up and how much people putting effort into keep that thing bubbled, I would say that we can call it a hell camp, because if you imagine your Keepstar, you undocking, and you have that. I mean, I would say that's evil.
It's bad. It's real bad. I mean, we could say that it's hell for both camp because we have to stay up all day for like 3 days straight. So it's hell for us, even if we find it entertaining for reasons. And for the guys inside, it's hell because they just look at that. I mean,
I mean, they want to bring their stuff out. This thing is with supers and titans. They can only dock at keep stars or in a safe pos, so they need to have something like that. Um, Also, if you want to bring out your freighter, for example, your jump freighter, that's not happening because there are bubbles. So you can also not do this, and then you are forced to have asset safety. Which if you asset safety, that means first of all you need to wait 20 days, and then what was the thing?
You take a
20
haircut.
days, and you need to pay a certain amount of money, what is worth, to release it out of the asset safety, because the NPCs which are transporting your stuff to nearby low sec station, which, let me tell you, we can see as a veteran players know from the nullsec system which lowsec system will be the designed asset safety station, and you could be imagined that in 20 days something to this station happens. I mean, doesn't make any sense because it's in the station and you cannot force people to pull it out of the station, but you can also just make it a little bit more hellish for them.
Yes, that's the camp part one. But be sure that if you have something in safety in like 30 days, it will be camp like hell for a second time. So it will be really hard for you to get a super out of here. I mean, it will take months.
Yeah,
You'll have to wait for the dust to settle.
I mean, okay, let's say this. I'm sitting in my hell. Yeah, so hell is a super carrier, and I don't have time on the weekend to move my super out, and I also don't do the asset safety, and I will log in, let's say, in 1 week. So next week on Friday I log in and there is no keepster anymore, but I have set in the super. What happens? Sushi, do you know it?
I mean, I'm not a capital player yet, and from what I know, you'll just be transported here, like in the middle of the space.
Yeah,
Is
like
that
same
it?
with the
Yeah,
subcapital. You
that's bad.
sit there
That's
like that.
so bad.
As far as I
There
know,
will
please
be
prove me
bubbles
wrong.
for days. I think it's that. I heard it in comms, but I mean, nobody wants to be in this situation, so it's very, very rare to have this occasion. Like, you don't want to be that guy.
So before that, if you are in Horde and you don't make it to the weekend, like imagine you are right now on a 2 weeks vacation. That means, you don't have access to it, and if you sit in your super, you sit in your super, and then you probably will wait another 2 weeks or something when you have a very safe time frame and nobody is here. Then you log in, you immediately jump out, and then you're fine. So that's how you could do it. On the other side, yeah, all your stuff goes into asset safety, and chat is writing it's about 15% estimated price, but also with an I think behind it. So we take that. You need to pay money.
Yeah, and 15% of a Titan fully loaded is quite a lot of money.
Cool. Let me check. Is there anything else about questions?
I mean, what to do if you are bored? Because some people get bored, and I know that many people like to fly ships and not just be watching Netflix or something. So if you want to play actively, I would suggest that you play a Dictor or maybe a fast frigate like Assault Frigate just to chase stuff around. So if you are a very active kind of guy, so you'll get content here. Or maybe you'll be able to help the CJ EFM camp because there are people taking advantage of this situation.
Yes.
Also for Brave, I've seen that Brave standing fleet is always active. So if you don't want to be part of Hellcamp, you should, by the way. There is that, or you can be active on an alt account also.
Or we can
But normally
shortly.
this is a CTA, so you should be there.
Sushi, do you know on which beacon Brave is currently?
But yeah, it's a beacon 1, like I've never seen that before. So we are on high alert. So you shouldn't be doing crab beacon. You shouldn't be like mining and stuff. So this is the week you'll take off of that, and you're farming money for this kind of content. I mean, this this kind of content is like what, one time every 3 to 5 years, like it's very rare. So
Yes.
you want to, I mean, I've spent like billions already on this thing. I mean, I make money for this kind of content, you know. Like if you're a hauler and you want to bring stuff to your mates, this will be on your wallet. Like if you are ESK conscient, you just want to bring 1 hectare, and that's it. Just name it after your name and put like don't touch behind it. But for most of us, we are just throwing ESK at this. Like we just want to help many allies as we can. I mean, I don't care if I lose money here. I mean, this is a moment to use ESK. You know, we are not like collectioning ships. We are here to bring them into this hell camp.
I mean, I always say you have no retirement fund in Eve. Like, if you get old, you cannot do with all the stuff, all the assets you have in Eve. You cannot sell it to make a retirement fund out of it. So from time to time, it's nice to sit like a dragon on all of the gold, and like have this feeling. But you also need to have the feeling like there comes a time which I push stuff, I bring stuff. Like what happened today is people ask it, I need to refit my hick from AB to MVD or from MVD to AB and stuff like that. And the only option we had for now was mobile depots, which yeah, works, but it's very personal. So Sushi, what did we bring in? Oh, we already said that we, but which ship did we brought into the post?
We can do that again. Yeah. So if you need to refit, if you are a guy like me that brought hectares from the drug train ships, like we don't have turrets, so we can't be into the kill mills. So if you want to be on the kill mills, you want to refit. And for that, you need either a mobile depot, and if you don't have that, most of us don't have that in hand, you'll want to go in the posts and go near the Nestor, which is on the screen right now. So this is this big chip. You can't miss it. Like it has a very particular shape. And you want to right-click it and use the refit option in here. And this will be like in a station. You just drag and drop your models like you want. And if you need turrets for broadsword and or onyxes, there is a small container next to it, and we have all you need in here. So feel free to take what you want. It's on the house.
Okay. Do people need to intentionally do asset safety? Will there be a big Pinata loot, exploding loot when the Keep Fleet Star goes down, like there was in Pochwen? Pochwen. Ich sage immer Pochhofen. Now I get slapped for how I pronounce stuff. Okay, there's how to say it. This one was not going into low power, also it means low power. Abundant. Oh, my pronunciation is shit. So this one will automatically go in. Everything will go in asset safety. You can start the asset safety process before manually, but if this thing blows up, everything you own in this station will go into low sec. Only the stuff if you sit in there. Another big thing is, Sushi, what happens if a keep start going into hull and go into low armor? Do I can use the services on the station?
No, you cannot. I mean, yesterday we took off the clone bay, I think. Is that it?
Yep.
And yeah, you'll be stuck in in a bursting, flaming citadel. So don't expect much from it. Like most of the modules will be offline. So your only option here is to make a run or wait for asset safety at this point.
Okay, Super Send wrote the right stuff. Poshwin and J-Space, that's the places. If you shoot something through the reinforcement timers, it will always drop everything. That's the mechanic there. So if you do day tripping in Wormhole, for example, that's and you find an abandoned station, that's the thing you can shoot from shields to hull in one go, and then thousands, depending on how much stuff in the station, like thousands of little containers are appearing, and there's all the stuff in it, from a lot of ventures over corvettes to, if it is a Fortisa, for example, you can have some capitals. dropping, and then you need to decide how you get it out of J space, because there's the wormholes. And yeah, that's the mechanic behind keep stars and structures dropping stuff. So that also means, as we said, that the jump clone thingy is gone. Like, of course, you can shuttle out your jump clones to a nearby station, or hide some system outs. But if you missed that, if you missed moving the stuff out with your jump clones, and you have, for example, forgot your high grade snakes, that's the clone thingy which makes you super fast. Yeah, it sticks in the keep star, and when the keep star blows up, then it's dead. It just disappears and it's not there anymore. Can they do something against it? Can restore their clones? Like, is there an option that they get it back online? Sushi, do you know that?
I don't know.
I
mean, the only way I imagine that happening is like if they defend their keepstar and repair it, which is not happening.
Exactly, that's the only way. You need to defend your keepstar, and you need to allow it in the window of, I think the last timer is 30 minutes or something, to repair it, and then they can, then everything is online again, and the cycle repeats. We need to shoot the shields, then the armor, and then we come back to the hull timer. Hi, no, I'm late, but can you quickly recap the significance of this keep? Okay, I tried to do
quick,
it.
like very, very quick.
Hmm?
I mean, we don't want to touch into politics, but they had like, I mean, I'm not like a space savvy guy, so you'll have to correct me if I tell something wrong. From what I know, and I'm a line member, like a basic F1 monkey. They had a keepstar like few jumps away from her staging. It was a very old keepstar of them. Like 2 weeks ago, they decided to do a move up from this one, so AirTech A, the one which you are looking right now. So most of the asset has been moved to this one like 2 weeks ago. So this is really, really new, and all the stuff in here is very, very stuck now. And both of these keepstars, so this one and the other one, which is now pretty empty, are gonna blow like in 2 days or something. Is that it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very, very old keepstar from what I know. Like it's like declined for hordes.
I mean, it's their third staging, as I understood, so everything is inside. As usually, if you have big move ops, then yeah, you move around, and people help. I mean, Brave was moving when I joined it to Quarius, from Quarius to Delve, and then from Delve to Tenerife. So I done an easy move op from Quarius to Delve. That's like just one thingy, but then from Delve to Tenerife it was 3 regional gates or something, and Goons done it before, so it was for Goons it was a major move up. For Brave it was like yeah, we already know how to move. Yeah, we know how to move, and we don't have that much assets. Like we had also like tread cages and stuff like that which we removed, so it's the usual moving stuff. What would the new pro fly in this Hellcamp to help out? We had in the beginning flycatchers with Kirin and Scalpels, with some kind of a little bit of logi. So you could fly a T1 logi. If you want to just see it, you just come by with an Atron, for example, and have a look. I would, as you can do that what we do here as a new pro. So you see, wait, let me just go find fleets and then Edward. So I'm doing this fleet now for 11 hours. So that means I'm sitting here. I'm doing some stuff in the background on myself. So you know what I'm doing. I'm Kane, so I have always stuff to do. So I do some other stuff. So I'm not playing the game. I'm watching, I'm checking, and I'm relaying information to the fleet. But I'm not constantly controlling people and say you need to move there and there and there. So if you are a new pro, you can have a look. You can also invest like 1 hour of your time to have a feeling about this. But I highly would recommend you do something else. You focus on the day of the Keepstar kill, for example, that you have time there, and before
Oh yeah.
that you do real life stuff. Sushi, do you have a suggestion what the new pro can do?
I mean, it depends. Like, if you want to be part of it, like I know for a new bro, it's just like a boring stuff. Like you're looking at a citadel with many bubbles, yeah, but you don't get the significance of it because it's new to you. I mean, the day-to-day content right here is kind of boring, to be real. But it's the big scheme that is very exciting for us old players. So if you're a new bro and you want to be part of it, I would suggest maybe a sigil just to hold kill mails, because if you put a target painter on anything, you'll have the biggest kill mail of your career right here. So it can be fun. If you want to, you can also fly a dictator. I mean, it takes like 7 days if you don't have frigate up to 5, so it will be too late. But if you already have like frigate up to 5, and no, it's not a frigate like Victor. What am I saying?
It's a Desi. It's a
It's a
destroyer.
destroyer. So if you have destroyer up to 5, sorry about that, you can fly that. If you have frigate up to 5, maybe you want to get an assault frigate. But yeah, if you really need like to settle in, if you're new to Eve and stuff, just come by in a shuttle, take a view, if you take a few screenshots maybe. Be there for the kill, even if it's just on a sigil of any other ship. Like, you just want to hit it with a rock. That's it. You'll get why, like maybe in 1 year when you look at the kill mail and be like, yeah, I was there, you know. But for a new bro, yeah, it's not the most exciting thing for a new bro. I'll be real with you.
So here you saw some of the Titans logging back in, and he's warping to the old spot. He was thinking there is no bubble, and there he docked up
There is.
because he
Surprise.
recognized doesn't work. So he's gone.
Yeah. I mean, for new bro again, I mean, you don't see Titans that often if you're not like in Goon space. Like the only time I see Titans in EVE Online from day-to-day basis is at CJ, like the Goon staging, or maybe the occasional straight ups with a bridge. But you don't get to play along these ships. Like this is the only moment you can like witness that, and that's very cool, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't
So
happen very often, you know. So it's very cool to be back to back with like these kind of ships.
So the conclusion is, as a new player, you do the hull timer, you have fun in the hull timer. There will also be like you can fly an Eward frigate or something. There will be a place for you in the fleet. And let the veterans waste their time here on the Hellcamp. Because we're used to that, we know what to do. We're not looking 11 hours at this screen and doing nothing else, because then I would get like QB eyes and I would honestly, I would question my life.
I mean, just come by, see if you have fun. If you have fun, just stay, and if you don't, just take some screenshot at this point. But you can get on Titan Killmail. That's the only way a new bro can have a Titan Killmail. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. And you see the big ships, which you usually don't see. And then you can consider if you want also to have one of these big ships, because if you want to have one of these big ships, you can also have this kind of situation. So be aware, it could happen to you if you own one of these big ships. It
Also,
shouldn't.
I would add something for the new bros. It's a very very good place to learn. Like if you want to do crazy stuff, make mistakes, it's a good place too. I mean, I've never been flying dictators and hictors because I was afraid to bubble my own fleet, and I know I'm very familiar with those two ships, so it's a good school too if you want to know that. So it's a fun place, actually.
So the veterans are putting a lot of time into this to make this event as what makes this event, to make that what they want to have. Like we have one goal in this, and we want to make that happen. So we want to have the super capital fight and fight capitals on this grid, so they defend. If this doesn't happen, then we kill this thingy, and then we probably will keep up the camp for a little bit longer, depending on yeah, how long we have time and everything. But if you have a big coalition, for example, you also have a lot of time zones and a lot of people, and you also have freaks like me and also other people which investing a little bit more time to give you the helping hand to explain you, hey, my fleet is up, you can join, we're sitting on this thingy. Then you have the questions, okay, I'm in Artec A, who should I warp to? And the only legit answer is, doesn't matter, you will land in a bubble. Like, there's no other way.
That's so true.
So the only option you have
Just
is,
beware.
yeah.
If you're a new bro, just beware. You'll be mostly losing some ESK here. You're not making money doing this. Like, if you want ESK, this is not the place to be. Like, really.
Oh, user Y, this is, yeah, user YHXXX. Will this change the balance of power in the next months? I discussed this in my corporation in a very small round, and I don't know what will happen, but the best case would be that we get a second Thunderdome like we have it in Delft right now, with like an PvP area with a lot of small alliances and stuff like that, and we get small scale content up to mid scale content. And this one here, for example, this is major. This is 1,500 people in the system. This is the, if you look on the top left, you don't see any tie-dye. That's because actually nothing is happening on the server. If everybody would now pull out their drones, then of course we would get tie-dye. But the best case I could imagine is we getting in Dronelands another Thunderdome, another PvP area, which small scale alliance can grow up and do something and don't have the fearness of being get raided by goons, for example, to say, hey, you don't need to have a 40 star. I mean, if you drop as a small scale alliance in Keepstar, I would say you may have some kind of connections because people are looking at this and like, we can kill that. And then you are just mid small scale, and you if you don't have bigger friends, then you will lose it. But I could imagine that that's not my level of diplomacy. So I'm just spinning ideas in the head, so as everybody can do. Um, I mean, if I want to have a keepstar in an area which is just got classed, for example, and I don't have friends, I could imagine that I will also lose this keepstar. But if you have friends, yeah. So Sushi, what's your suggestion about what could happen with kind of like what changes in the map,
I mean,
maybe?
I'm really not sure about politics, and I don't really care at this stage. I mean,
Yeah.
I can only hope that EVE Online as a whole will not suffer from this, and people will find new homes to have fun too, because the line members have done nothing. So I can only hope like we won't lose players as a whole. But for the content part of it, I think this will generate so much content for the next few months. I mean, that's sure. There's so many Titans card around, so many assets to be moved. I mean, from nullsec players to wormholers, like everyone will get a taste of it for sure. Like at the moment, as we are talking, many people know that we are running logistics on Hellcamp and stuff like that. So many small groups are taking advantage on attacking us, which is fine. So they get content, we get content. So this is good for the game at the moment, I think. Like it's better than just two big blocks watching their eyes and doing nothing.
I mean, let me pull Zkill up, and then we have a short look. Blub, 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 blub. So you see stuff in the last 7 days which died. For whatever reason, I see there 5 Titans, and yeah, happens. I mean, if you undock and you press the wrong button and you lock something and then you lose tether, be sure somebody will very close watching you, and once you get scrammed by an hick, you will not retether. So that's how people die on the Keepstar.
Oh yeah, and so many people have been added to like watch list and stuff like that. Like all the titans are that warped. I mean, this is not the end. Like people that manage to get off of here, it's just the beginning of the journey for them.
I hear. Paulo Patel.
Yeah, politic-wise, I don't know, but content-wise, this will be a good thing. And there is the new update coming soon, so plenty of content. So it's a good time to be in EVE right now.
Oh yeah. Are you a miner, Sushi?
I'm not, but I'll be on the giving hand, like with my Redeemer.
Of course, that's the same idea. I'm like, let the miners mine this new ore at the
Yeah,
18, and we will be standby with an
yeah.
Arazu in system and a Sino. And if you touch our miners, then I would be
Yeah,
ashamed if the
I'll be
Sino would
mining
be
the
like.
miners.
Will Blobs have a staging point up here soon to catch some goodies? Boy, you're a good question. Let me open up the map. And I think the Calva expense was that is that the NPC region? Oh, I'm so bad in that. Let me check. No, forget about it. No, there is. I have no idea which. I know that Great Wildlands is NPC area, but that's you can't jump. That's too far away. And the rest should be everything. Should be soft. That's soft. That's also soft. I'm super sure that's soft. And this is also soft. So there could be only something that you go from Geminate, for example, from Lolsec, and then you head over. But if you are a Blobsing guy, for example, and you set up, then you can do day tripping. And if you come here, for example, and then you day trip through this area, like you are in a Black Ops. So if you light a Sino somewhere, and you move all your stuff there and you cloak up, nobody can get you. And if they put a mobile observatory up, that's the thingy which can decloak you after some minutes. You just move on. I mean, you light a Sino, you press jump. In this time frame, 5 seconds, nobody is combo scanning you. Like, that's super complicated. So if you hear it making beep on my client, but you should not hear it because I'm only streaming the Discord sound, that means the PDS was shooting. And here again, the stand-up thingy, and then all the small bubbles disappear, and then they directly come up again. But I also don't know why they're doing it right now, because I don't see any, how to say it, capitals, or like big ships,
Capitals, yeah.
supers. So, I don't know.
The guy fell asleep on the keyboard again.
Let me answer a question which is not related to the stream. So if you head over to the POS and you don't have a move up, there are plenty of ships which you can use. So just got asked if there are ships in the POS, and I said yes, there are ships in the POS you can use. So head over with your shuttle, grab a ship, and then go hellcamping. Do we have another question? I want to got one of these fancy SOE chips. I think that what is incoming. Ah, yeah, the new one, the battle cruiser with the exploration hold. Yes, I think a lot of people find these kind of ships very nice because they are white and have a nice color. So I love it.
I mean, it's not even that. Like, we are null-sec players. For most of us are multi-boxing, but this is a wet dream for solo uni-boxer players, like with only one account. Like, this is a jack of all trades.
Ramur is asking, completely off topic, there's so much space on your screen. Nice. What is your monitor resolution and your game resolution? Oh, let's check that. I'm not sure. This should be the same. Wait, let me open that. We have a window size of 2560 to 1040Q, so this should be QHD, WHQHD, the 2K stuff. You name it. So we have this. And then I think we have also, this is the same monitor, same size, because you always match that. You can go one bigger, then it's 4K, and probably with 4K I would start making the letters bigger because I can't read anymore. I think this is already like in a size which is small enough. And then, yeah, that's the size. So I mean, James Fisher
it's
writes...
also, It's also a good time, like you pointed the UI and stuff. It's a good time to make your interface back. I mean, I changed all my overview settings and stuff that I wanted to do for ages, but I didn't find time to do that. Now it's a good time to do that. You have nothing to do, like you're just sitting on a hick and just add some new overview settings, move the windows around, and find what suits you best.
Yeah. So then you ask us, how much FPS do I have? I have on the main screen with all the bubbles 13 FPS, but I can pull you, chop. You can also see this. I go on this one here, jip, 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 and then we go down, and then you see I have 8 FPS. I'm running 2 clients. I'm streaming right now, and this PC is idling on 30% CPU, 40% CPU, and the GPU is running on 30%. So, how to say it? Yeah, it's not a PC issue, it's an engine issue. There could be more. Like when I go, I cannot do double make it because if I click on the screen, then it disappears. So if I make this one main again, no, nothing changed. I mean, I'm running 24 gigabytes of RAM. That's that's something new. I was never checking that. I was thinking like 32 gigabytes of RAM, that's enough. But apparently I need more. Oh, damn it. So strange, I use the same and also 100% scaling, but you look so much more suspicious. I think that the uh is it I think the how to say it, the OBS is sync downscaling, I'm not sure, so you don't get the full one. And do I have 100% scaling? Yeah, I have also 100%. I can't tell you. It's like if you have the same scaling than me, then it should be like the same. Just play a little bit around. So let's go a little bit in overview talking if there's no question about stuff. Sushi, does
Yeah.
your
You want me
overlook
to put a screen of my overview, like for people to see how I live?
you can do, and I can capture that if you want.
Yeah, I'll send it on Discord if you want to. So
Yeah, and then I just pull the picture into the
I'm quite
screen.
proud of what I've done. I spent like 3 hours doing.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
quite.
I'm waiting
Just
for
we
it.
just like close my comms for like reasons because I don't want to to do blur and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, the thing is with the overviews, we just do a little bit is here on the right side. This one is easy. This is your thingy which you do the brackets. So if I press on all, you see everything starts appearing. Then I have the one which says -D that lets disappear drones, but as there are no drones, nothing happens. Then I have Tango, which you see that their drones are appearing. I should swap that to something which only enemies appears, but I didn't done that. So that comes to the to-do list. Then you have warp, which also doesn't have any effect because I'm using this to warp off. And structure is actually that one which everything disappears, which I hijacked for now, which this is my super overview. So I only see Bifrosts and Supers and Titans. Did you send me your screenshot? Are you still masking? Just poke me if you have finished. And then you have here the kind of whatever FC is doing. You have the NPC one. You have Tangos, which is all your enemies, and there you see the guided bomb from the Keepstar flying somewhere. Then enemy links, enemy logi, fighters. Drones are not drones. That's my super overview for now. Then command desis, bombers, recons, which for whatever reason there are a lot of bubbles on it. This should be also be fixed. I should put them more love in it. Then you can see the fleet. So that's all my fleet members which doing stuff and are on grid. And then I have a friendly tab which I can see all the friendlies. And usually I have that tab open because I fly Logi. That means if I see somebody needing rep, I have this button which called repair target, and then I can tell my fleet, this one guy in the Raven that needs repair, rep that. So I see that I got the message. I'm accepting this.
Not this one. No, not this one. I
Not
mean,
this one.
it's not the right one. Just hold a minute.
I'm waiting for it. No worries.
Yeah, because I can see that this one has comms in it.
And you can design it however you want to have it with all the space. Like if I need more, like you see that I would. There's no chance in life I will get all ships of friendly people in this one window. It's not possible. People will now hate me because there is no loot window. So usually you have one of the windows which gives you all the racks and cans and stuff like that, so that you can loot faster. Highly recommend that, because if you click into this thingy here with all the stuff, there is a chance you will not find what you need. And if you have it in the overview and you just click on, oh, I want to see where the enemy logi is or how much they have, then pre-tabs is that what works. Ah, wonderful. So I need to download that, and I put that here. Then
I just have to swap my battery on my headset real quick.
no worries. So then I need to make this like, no wait, details, turn it around, and then it's this one. So that's the overview
And I'm
from
back.
Sushi. This is how his overview looks like. So what
Don't
do we
judge me.
see
This is
here?
why I leave.
I mean, it looks
So
very nice.
imagine that at the bottom left side that there is my comms. So I just like drop it down for reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah, so usually everything I have to look at is on the right side. And you can't see drones because I don't have drones on the ship. I'm flying on an Eros at the moment.
Hmm.
So yeah, I took inspiration from many people and from the past fleets I've done, because usually you don't see that many caps on the field, so you don't have to have an overview for that. And also for bombs, Hector, Dictors, fighters, drones, like things you want to see and you don't want to have to scroll and squint in your eyes on your main overview. So I decided to separate all of that and put it on a small windows by the side, so I can quickly see everything that pops up here. Like this is important stuff here. Like for PvP on frigates, you want to shoot drones, so you can have these like straight away. Don't have to click anything, you see them. Sino is for future reasons, like if you do crab beacons, you want to see if there is Sino inhibitors or enemy Sinos.
Yeah.
Hector Dictor, like you know why you want to see Hector and Dictors on fleet. Bombs, if you fly like bombers or if you are like camping a gate or everything, you want to check for bombs. Also for capital players, you want to check for nullified bombs, like the ones that drags your kappa down. And capitals because we are at Hellcamp and I want to see all my capitals here. Exit
Okay.
because I don't like to scroll. Like when there is so much people, like 200 people fleet or something like that, I want to see my exit like straight away if I have to. Like if I'm flying a blink pod, I want to get out. So I have that separated also.
I will keep that open that we can watch a little bit how it looks like. Inwolves is asking Inwolves. Yeah, Inwolves. Now I do have a question from an old Brave myself. How is Brave moral after seeing this downfall of Horde? I would say we are eager for this event. We want to see this Keepstar burn. Um, it was a very long run in this war. Like it took forever. Honestly, it took forever. And I would say they're all happy and really amazed. I would say, as what I know is, there will be a SOTA on Sunday, which will be live streamed from Jinx, and then you will get another feeling. But I'm quite sure the state of Brave is strong. I'm 100% sure. Nothing
Oh
else
yeah.
to say. Yeah, pure blind. Yeah. I mean, I was up there, so and then be moving around. So we had the overview. Let me close that. Let me look here. Nothing is happening. I don't see any. Wait. No, I don't see any supers. Let me check if there are more questions.
So quick rundown for you guys. So you don't want to be flying alone to the Hellcamp. You have to wait for move-ups. Wait for that. You'll have pings from goons if you have a jabber or pigeon setup. If you don't have that, you may want to take some minutes to set up that. Brave will be posting the goons fleets also on Slack. So you can wait for that here. You want to have goons comms ready, so the goons mumble in order to participate in move ups smoothly. So once you are in AirTag A, you have a post ready for Brave members. You want to go there. If you have to stop playing, you taking a break or whatever, do that in a post. Rename your ship after your name and add something if you don't want it to be taken by someone else. Just like say your name, don't touch, for example. And that's pretty much it. Ships you want to bring are Dictor, Hictors, Busher, Lynx, so, and like else. So Ravens. You can also bring Goons Doctrines if that's your thing, because you will be SRP'd. There was a ping about that like a few hours ago. If you are a new player, a new bro, you may want to come in an E-War frigates. Just chill and have fun. If it's not your thing, feel free to do something else. You just want to be there in 2 days, 3 hours, 10 minutes. So a bit before that, of course, for the big blow.
Yeah,
Did
get
I
your
miss
vigil.
something?
Get your vigil with a target painter, and then, like, what is it? 15 minutes before the thing dies, you just target paint it. Can you target paint a station? Yes, you can, or?
I'm not sure because I tried to NOS the Citadel yesterday. You can't.
In worst case, you take some here. What is it? The Cormorant, and you make it super long range, and then you just make one shot on it, and then
Yeah.
you press the cloak button or
Just
whatever.
throw a rock at it.
Yeah,
Like,
get the final blow with a Cormorant. Nice.
imagine that. Imagine that.
And in the meantime, yeah, as you already said, enjoy the memes and stuff like that. And
Yeah, go on
yeah,
Reddit, chill. Like, just have the low effort meme tag selected, and you'll be in for a ride. Also, don't forget there is a Nestor on some ammunition in the post for Brave players, so use that if you need. If you have a Hector and you want to be equipped with a launcher or a turret in order to be able to shoot and be on kill mails, go there and refit. The location is on the boot mark, so just look for it. And yeah, just chill, have fun. We're here for a few days, a few days now. I'm still here for like more than 2 days.
yeah. And as you saw on the stream, there is not much happening. You sometimes see something exploding, which is a small ship, a battleship, or whatever. You can watch Setkill and see what's happening there. Yes, the big stuff is also dying, but it's not that often because people actually know what they're doing. So yeah, so it shouldn't die. But
It's
it
also
happens,
not
so
the
we
best time
smile.
zone at the moment.
Yeah.
But we killed a Xeon neutral like it's 3 hours ago or something like that. Like there was a Titan yesterday. Like there is stuff happening. It's just slow at the moment. There's so many bubbles. You don't want to undock like when you see that. I mean, it gets worse every day. Like I was there at the beginnings. I was like, I don't know, like a few bubbles here and there, and now there's so many Hectors just AFKing. It's way worse.
Will you stream the final destruction on Monday? We will try our best to make some coverage, depending on if we can stream the fleet with some time delay, depending on much response there it. let's see. I cannot promise anything, but we getting into this streaming business and the talking stuff, and I really appreciate that you all stick with us. Um, I mean, we have right now what? How long did we talk? 1 hour and 20 minutes. Let's say it's 1 hour. That's a good time. It's a very long podcast.
I mean, we're here, we're hanging with Hicks and stuff, so yeah.
I mean, I'm not doing anything else, so I really appreciated when you came to me and said, "Hey, do we want to do a Q&A session about the Hellcamp?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do something else, but keep focus on the Hellcamp." And so we
I
ended
mean,
up here.
it's either that or making memes. Like you take your own bread, but yeah. So most people here are making memes and looking at Reddit at the moment. And if you have any question, feel free to shoot in Slack or on the fleet. If you need anything, just ask some people. If you see a ping going and you need something, just put something on a thread. Ask someone to bring you stuff. And if you want to be a legend, just bring stuff along, like I did and like many others did.
Oh, there was a good
You'll be
question on the
useful.
dojo. Sushi.
Yeah,
Following, we have abundant, like not pilot ships in space in the POS. Do
yeah.
you think they will be garbage? Do they destroy? Do they die? Do they disappear after downtime? What
Nah.
happens to them?
So they are in the post, so they will be fine. Like if you don't know, Eve used to be like that. Like it was miserable. But when you had a Titan back in the days, the only way to store it was in a post, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, all timers know what a post is. For many new players, it's new. But no, you'll have your ships. The only thing that can happen is another member of the alliance taking your ship for a spin and maybe dying, and you can only hope that the guy will be classy enough to SRP and bring you the money back. Also know that if you have multiple ships in the post like I do, I can only imagine that we'll be having some logistic routes down the line. Maybe some big ships that can carry or carrier might go home with a full suitcase. So yeah, just keep them here, and for the moment, just have them in the post. Don't forget to rename it after your name, though. You want
Yeah.
to name them.
Also no worries. We will not put the post down and let your ships stranding in free space and everybody can take them. We will try to, yeah, like let's say distribute them back, talk to people to make move backs, and in worst case we just suitcase them in a super capital, because that amount what we have in this POS, that will fit in a super, no problem. So worst case we super them up and then we ship them back. Best case is during the next days we either use these ships or slowly destroy them by losing them to explosions.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
Just be wary that if you have a ship in POS, someone might take it. So don't be mad about that. So if you bring something to Hellcamp, be ready to undock something you can and will probably lose. So be fine with that. If you can't afford a 300 mil hick, it's fine. Just find something smaller. Like a Dictor is only like what 70 million something.
Yeah, let's say 70. I would say between 70 and 100, depending on which
So
how
yeah.
how bored they are.
It's like a casino. Like you bring something into Hellcamp, just consider it done. Like you don't get mad about it. Like you jump into area, your ship is gone. Like just it's better for you, man. Be ready just to have it disappear or something. Like don't buy a ship you can't afford to lose, and don't undock anything you can't afford to lose.
I mean, you grow with the game as a beginner, like 50 mil is a lot, then you get your first half a billion, then you get your first billion, then with the first billion, you probably already eyeing with the first battleships because they are in this price range. Also, like, don't fly what you can't afford. So if you are like proud of your Raven Navy issue because it's your first one and you're flying it outside of SRP. Be aware if you lose it and you can't afford it, you start back with the ship before you use to generate money. We can also like do it a little bit easier. If you done Myrmidon ratting and you finally come to your Ishtar, for example, or your Dominix or whatever, and you lose it through PvP because somebody caught you, and you don't have a second one, then you fall back to your Myrmidon, and then you start ratting with the Myrmidon again. And same with the capital stuff and that. You grow into this ship. Don't rush it. Get a feeling. Enjoy the feeling you have. Like if 50 million is a lot for you, that's a very nice feeling. It will grow with you. And if you work for your ships, that's a special thing. If you work for your ships, you have like a value for that. So you may don't want to have that trait that it dies or lose. Yeah. There will come the point which you don't care about one trade because you actually going into like you want to be an FC and you're running a 50-man trade fleet and you're vaping it. Sushi, imagine you vaping 50 trades. Is this a bad feeling or is this a good feeling?
It's like, a good feeling, man.
This is a good feeling. I mean, you only learn if you do mistakes, and if you don't do mistakes, everything runs too smooth. And sometimes you need to smash your head against the wall and lose 50 drakes.
I mean, if you get blown up, it's because you had content, so it's better. Like a few days ago, we went into hot space with praxises, like gating hallways, like 20 freaking jumps in praxises, and we went home. And we got blue balled. So yeah, it's not a good feeling. We would rather had like a good explosion, you know? So it's okay to blow up. Just like if you are very PvE centric, just keep in mind, don't undock something you can't afford to lose like 3 times.
Oh, that was a good question on the fleet again. Who is a good person to warp in? I mean, we answered that question already, but the response is also the same. The fleet responded, "You are just gonna hit bubbles anyway, so just send it." And also, ain't nobody fighting anyway, so that's the other thing. I mean, right now are too many blues in system, and so we're controlling this grid. And as said, there are 1,480 people in system, and we have 244 sitting in the Keepstar. And there are probably also some players around in that system which are doing their stuff. But then again, if you have grid control, then you're also kind of safe and you don't need to care much. That also means that they cannot undock their, also they can undock their supers, but they cannot move with them away, so they stick there. And yeah, so just send it. Go to the Keepstar, find a spot where you can bubble up, and then you sit there and relax.
And make memes. We need those.
Yeah, and memes. Yeah, make memes. Make memes and recruiting slogans and stuff like that. And there's also, if some of the Horde members are watching this later, because it's on the internet and it's public, Brave is recruiting. I mean, with hooks. I mean, we don't give you a free super exchange. You just join Brave and then you extract your super and then you leave Brave. That's not how it works. We will have some safety hooks in that, so you can join Brave. And you do a kind of a safety deposit. And for example, after 2 months or something, if you are a fine, nice Brave member and you done some fleets and you gave something back to Brave and you consider Brave is not the right space, then we refund you the money. Of course, we're taking a service fee, and the service fee will be used for a fun fleet, which you will be happily invited to do so. But then you could moonwalk out of the station with your super without any problems if you just want to join Brave. But with hooks. This is not a free jail card. You come out of the jail for Monopoly. This is kind of like we want to give you an alternative option to start your second life in EVE if you want. And Brave is full of veterans and beginners and stuff like that. And if you like to do a little bit of teaching or have your own small SIG or whatever, that's the place to be. Try it. When the worst case you get is a no.
Yeah, please don't leave the game. It's just a game, mate. If you lose a super or something like that, I mean, for hard players, I know it's a big lose, but it's a game, mate. So we are not. I mean, I'm not leadership anyway. So what happens in EVE politics? It's EVE politics, but just find your fun back. Maybe take a break. But yeah, I just hope this will be not too bad for the games in terms of players count, because hard is a big part of EVE.
I mean, they done also a great job. Was watching some YouTube videos, I think from Amy it was, about they have similar to like even better programs. I think they also have the free ship handout what we had. The skill books was there,
Yeah.
stuff like that. So all the big alliances have the same holding hand features. Some are more, some are less. Yeah, just feel free to stick out your head and maybe you go somewhere else and then try that out. Nobody is mad at you. I mean, some people they say if you come from this corporation, we don't take you or something. Usually, you always have a second chance, and if you're not a dickhead, then you will get that granted. And if you are a dickhead, then put your ass cheeks together, stop being a dickhead, and be a nice person, and everything is cool. No worries. It will work out. So, I can give you some ships for newbies. They just sit in my hangar in Highsec. Ah, James. Yeah. I would say keep them maybe. Um, we also have chips, and we don't visit Highsec that often. That's because if I hover over the button, the red thingy on the top, it says we are at war with something really prestigious and Vendetta Mercury group, so I can't go Highsec because people will shoot me there. But what is it said? Brave United is unwardeckable because they have no structures, so they can actually they can go Highsec.
Yeah, if you want to go high sec, we have United for that.
I mean, James, if you have so much money and you can join Brave if you want, and then you can also do fleet stuff like that, or you do mining obsession or exploration guides or whatever. But if you're not a social person, for example, um, there are Brave newbies in system. I mean, hit me up. You
Just buy a
have,
Titan.
yeah, I
Buy
mean,
a
hit
Titan,
me
you'll be
up.
poor.
Hit me up with you have my in-game name, Kane Carnifex. Hit me up with a DM and I will funnel you through to the Brave newbies, and then we get something sorted out that we both have a win-win situation. So newbies have a win-win and you have a win-win, and we get something. No worries.
And there's so many programs for newbies and stuff. So
Yeah, the free skill books. Then they get like their starter ships and everything. Then they get
like
these.
PI stuff.
Yeah, the PI stuff. The industrial class from Relax is really nice if you're starting. Then you get the feeling about what you can produce and what not. Uh, I mean, they can run if they want. Brave has right now a new lottery up. Wait, I write it you in chat. There's a new lottery. So Brave is lottery out the Merc Dance, for example, some self-advertisement. So if you want to have passive ISK. Oh wait, we do it different. Sushi. What is the
Yeah.
nursery then?
Ah, mate, I'm not into that kind of stuff. From what I know, it's
Yeah. Oh
something
yeah.
that you put next. I mean, the first time I saw one was to bash one. I mean, we were killing one. But yeah, it's something you put next to like a structure. I don't know what's the name of it. Like it's quite
Skyhook?
new. Like Skyhook, yeah.
Yeah.
And the only thing I know is you have to loot it somehow or do something with it from time to time. If you don't, FCs will get mad at you. But yeah, I don't know shit about that, man. I just know it's something brown, like cubic, that you put next to a skyhook. And it doesn't like 50 manticores around it. It doesn't like it.
Let me open it up. So this one here is a Mercury Dent. Let me make it big.
I mean,
Yeah,
it must be bringing money because people want them for reasons.
yeah. Also, you probably know about. Yes, I'm contending CSM, but we focus on do check for Brave, and if you like me, then you can do that. If not, then don't do that. But let's focus on the Mercenary then. You place that on a Skyhook on a temperate one, so you only have these the planets which the people live on it, the blue ones which look like Earth, and they will suck out infomorph like this encrypted workforce we have. In the Skyhook. So if you are familiar with the lore behind the Skyhook, we actually give Eve, how's it called? Eve citizens, like the ones which are also crew on our ship, the option to have another life as an workforce unit. And what we do is we suck that out of the Skyhook in a very nice manner. And these encrypted infomorph you can take into Zazek,
Zarka or something? Zarzak?
Zazek, Zazak, however people call that.
That's something.
I got the contract. I will look in a second. And there you can exchange for the Deathlev ships. So it's the Xenopath and the Tolos, which you probably saw running on the AT tournament, which people tried. They do very nice kind of damage. It's like a breacher pot. Like if somebody is boarding your ship and then destroy you from the inside. So that's
If you're
what's
familiar
happening.
with,
Yeah.
it's like a dot in other MMOs. You know, you put something on your enemies and it does ticks of damage, even if you warp off. It's kind of funny.
Exactly. And the ship, if you look it up, the Xenopath, what it costed 800 mil or something. So
Yeah, I mean,
you get
fully built is like 2 or 3B.
I mean, you can bling it out, of course. Who we talking about? The blue loot, green loot. How about some purple loot? People like we're talking about colors.
I mean,
Never
it's a
mind.
toy for like quite wealthy people already. Like, it's not a new bro ship anyway.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's a fancy one. So you
Yeah,
place
it's like
one
a
of these.
marauder for PvP.
Yeah. So you place one of these on a Skyhook and then it sucks out the infomorph from the Skyhook. If you maintain them, what means maintaining, they grow. So as longer you maintain the thingy, as more infomorph you get per hour. I think it goes up to level 5. And there's another part which you can use for to destroy soft upgrades as like that's now high level talking about. So we are nullsec and we can customize our space with upgrades. So we can make more mining, we can make more PvE, we can do a lot of stuff. But we need workforce for this, and on the other side, I think magnetic gas or something. Oh, I'm so bad in this stuff. And if you have honesty on these ones, then we will lose workforce. And if you lose enough workforce, like let's say 20-30%, then soft upgrades get disabled. This means that you have no PvE content or something. And yeah, so if you maintain it, this thing makes a personal mission, an MTO, which is designed for faction cruisers, pirate faction. So again, here I say it, the Gila is the powerhouse of PvE, and yeah, you run an MTO with an Gila every 2 days, I think. That drops between 20 to 200 million loot. And in addition to that, if you finish an MTO, you get additional infomorph, blah blah blah. So it's familiar with PI, but with extra steps.
Do you have to fuel that stuff, or is
No.
that just like okay?
There's no fuel. It runs out of love and workforce.
I mean, I'm happy you talk about that because I learned something today.
So let me see. I got a contract. Nice. I got the Cursor Devoter. 2 Purifiers Vengeance. Yes, I will definitely get that and distribute that into Brave Newbies. Thank you very much for this offer. I probably will take these ships and convert them to something which brave newbies can fly because they're all T2 and high skilled. I think the Purifier and the Vengeance is the closest they can fly. But the Devoter as a Hick and the Curse
Yeah.
as a combat recon ship are already Cruiser 5. Which means that's like, what is it, 30 days to skill only for the cruiser?
Yeah.
And
It's
then you have the
31 days or
specialization.
something like that. Yeah.
So yeah, but we get that sorted, no worries, we will do that. So then Thanos wrote, try the Sinnopath, really broken mechanic, the Breacher Pod. The Sinnopath can eat a command ship like it's a frigate. Yes, I mean, as more buffer you have, as bigger is the damage application because it's before resistance. So you just chew through the buffer. As more buffer you have, as more damage you get per second. That's an issue. Yeah, it's a very powerful, being blacklisted so much during CCP PvP event. Yeah, I mean, in the tournament, it was huge. There was, just to eyeball a little bit, they done a different fitting. Like usually, if you see them on in the normal PvP area, they have their two weapon types, or their three weapon types. Like they have ham, autocannons, and a preacher pod. And in AT it was different. In AT they just put the preacher pod on it, two links because it's a link ship, so you can actually have links on it, and then they max tanked it, like as much tank you can put on a Sinnopath as possible. So it survives. And then the target caller for the AT pilot was, you dot this, then you dot this, then we start with the first one again, you dot this, and then when you, after this, you killed something, you were always top damage. So that's really, 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 it's huge. And it has what was it? A web resistance. So if you web it, it's not fully applied.
It has to get close, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. It's a close range weapon. Like the Tolos is like, I think 6 kilometers or something, and the Preacher Pod is going like 2,000, 3,000 meters per second. So it's not
Yeah.
that fast, and as it's only going like 6k, you could waste your shot. And the Sinnopath, or don't get me wrong, is it something around 10? But
Is that like a bomb, like you shoot straight, or
yeah, it's an how's it called? It's target guided. Like it's a magic missile. It will always find his target
okay?
as long as there is fuel in it. But you can smart bomb them. Like a single smart bomb is enough to destroy the preacher pod. So if you see it and time it right, you can smart bomb a preacher pod. Okay.
So yeah, we talked about the den, because so many stuff happening in Brave. Like really, like you have the dojo to learn stuff. If you want to be part of it, I mean, I'm quite new myself, and see, I'm here. So yeah, Brave is a good place to learn. If you're a new bro or something like that. Even if you're like not an old bro, but I will mean a very knowledgeable bro. Feel free to come, and you can teach. I mean,
Yeah, we are open.
it's like the final game in Eve is teaching the new bros, isn't it? Like,
I mean, the alternative what we have is, if, for example, you're starting the game, or you're like whatever you're doing, and you find like, oh, I want to record stuff. You can make explanation videos about how you do rating escalations or something, or belt rating or whatever, and you make an educational video, or you show, like, we always can fly a very fancy ship as an easy solution to a site, but you can also say, hey, I fly a Praxis and I show you how I fly a 10 of 10 with a Praxis. And then you make a video and explain, because if you do that, it's a little bit more complicated because you have less tank than our fancy ship. You probably also don't want to have like a 2-build Praxis, for example, and like a cheap one. Then you make a video, you can submit it to the dojo, and then you get 400 mil for your video. And we do the last cutting and everything, and then you can, for example, you done your site, you submit the video, so you get your loot, you submit the video, and then we pay out 400 mil. Easy peasy. Do you want also to know, Sushi,
Yeah.
When do you ever had did you hold a dojo class yet?
Not yet. I'm working on one actually.
Oh, do you know how much money you get if you do a dojo class?
400 mil.
Wonderful. What do you think what happens if you record that?
Another for 400 mil.
Whoa, another 400 mil. So we're already on like nearly a
And
bill.
I've heard like if you do like a proper like a course with like a PowerPoint and stuff, it's like 1 bill or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's currently an incentive. We trying to make as everybody can teach. I'm 100% sure everybody can teach, and if I give you the right tools and the right scripting and everything, and like a guideline, then people can do that. And we in Brave currently want to streamline that. We want to have the people create PowerPoint presentations and some kind of support. Like I don't want to sit in a class and listen 1 hour somebody talking about how stuff works. I mean, we have this wonderful 2 hour capital guide on YouTube, which is very well explained. But as it is capital ships, you cannot just take them and fly around because people want to destroy them because they are fancy. But let's say we do a bombing class. Bombing class, we do 10 minutes explaining about the mechanics and some numbers and why you should have 7 bombers, maybe 8 depending on the skills and not 20. Because if you have 20 bombers bombing something, then your bombs will delete themselves. And in this class, in the bombing class, for example, of course, we will shoot bombs. We will explain you how they fly, why some of the bombs fly faster. So you have 10 minutes educational stuff, and then 40 minutes about trying out stuff, bombing stuff. How much bombers do I need to kill a Gnosis, for example? You will see a capital on crit, and then you will bomb it with void bombs, so you get the feeling about how this works. Maybe there is a flycatcher shooting you back, so you get some fear about damage and stuff like that. So yeah, there you get 1 bill. Like, I mean, if you're already creating something, or you have let's say you created a PI guide, or you set up your own PI and you make your Excel document and everything, and you're gathering information, and then you do the extra step to funnel that one into a presentation or into like a guide about PI. Yeah, then you have set up your PI, you have made a presentation, you have made the dojo class, so you got your 400 mil, you got another 400 mil for having a recording on it, then you're providing the class material to us, which you get another bill, and then you got like nearly 2 bill for actually not really doing something in game. Which,
Something you already did, yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
so
teaching in Brave can be really good is per hour, like really. It's
and you
crazy, man.
and you don't need to be an expert. Like if you are a beginner, you can also just document your beginning, like how stuff is working, how you figured out vector rating and stuff like that, and say, yeah, vector rating is not mine, but I find out that I could do a bizzle. You do bizzle runs with like 2 assault frigates, for example, or that's three assault frigates. So I'm sorry, or logi. So stuff like that. It's still PVE, and then you do a newbie explanation how you learned the stuff, and we are happy to see and follow you how you make your own journey in Eve, and we are happy to support you because, again, if your first ship is expensive and you fly it in the Hellcamp and you lose it, and it's let's say it's a 5 mil vigil or something, yeah, and you have the opportunity to explain how you fly an Evor ship with target painters in a fleet, and you do a very well explanation what you learned and how you do, and we give you 400 mil. I mean, from your skill points and what you have, there are some kind of limited options you can make ISK. Like you need to have an Ishtar, for example, to do Ishtar rating. Or Sushi, like Ishtar rating, AFK rating, that's the thing, but you need to have the skill points for that.
Oh,
So
yeah. I
400
mean, that's
mil for a beginner is a lot of money.
that's crazy, man. I had to grind so much to get like to my first bill.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you can
how?
just do like a video how to explore with a T1 frigate and what to avoid and stuff like that. Like just fly for 2 hours, record, make a video about that, give your feeling in a class, and boom, you have one bill. It's crazy, mate.
And then if you think about you want to be tackle, for example, like the Atron, then you can buy a lot of Atrons for 400 mil, and then you can
Yeah.
try out different stuff. Like you can do the ray gun Atron, you can do the brawl Atron, you can do the pure tackle Atron. There are a lot of options. And let me say one thing: if you are in a kiting ship and you're scrammed by an Atron, you are scrammed by an Atron. You're not kiting anywhere.
So yeah, everybody can teach. I'm like you on that. Like I'm sure of this. And for like more like rich people in Eve or maybe knowledgeable people, if you don't care about the money, like I don't, I'll be using this money just to finance some crazy PvP ships and maybe try to FC with this. So this is my goal.
Yeah, that's
So
really
money is
true.
money in Eve. Like
I mean, it comes in and goes out. So,
that's it.
no, as said, like, I was thinking about like, should I take my Nesta out of my super and bring it into the POS, or do I buy a second Nesta? And I was like, yeah, no. If I move the Nesta out of my super, I
You'll
will
forget
forget
it.
about it. And then I
Yeah.
stand somewhere in the POS, I'm like, shit, I can't refit. Oh no. So
Yeah,
yes,
you
I
want to
of course I
refit.
get a second one. Also, it's a nice ship, as already said.
I
All
mean,
the Sister
the
Eve.
good thing about the Nesta, like, it's like Mayoneros. Like, for some reason, it's not getting stolen because nobody can fly an Oneros, right? I mean, mine
I mean,
haven't moved from the post.
I mean, it's a T2 Logi. It's a, if
It's a special breed.
yeah, like we always want to have them on kill mails, and we get that promise since forever.
Yeah, I know,
And
right?
yeah, I mean, Logi is the backbone of any fleet, and yeah, like you can do
I mean, be like me,
DPS.
like, put a warrior 2 in the drone bay. That's it.
Yeah, and then you whore on the stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Yay. I
Quick
mean,
reminder, so we do have some ammo still in my can. I just checked. If you need stuff, go in the post. I still have 300 warp disruption bubbles. So Dictors, if you hear me, you can warp to the location, which is named container Hick and Dick ammo and refits. Easy enough.
lol, shot me out of the overseer. The fleet is too long. Ay, 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 ay. I
So
mean,
what are
yeah,
you looking at from the next expansion? What are you excited about?
um, I was doing a prediction about it, and the biggest thing I was saying about it is like it's a rare site, so there are not that many on the map, and I would say if it's a rare site and the ore is really valuable, like if they tell me, yeah, as you can convert it to something else, and this is the value, then I'm out, because I think if there's one thing what we don't have an issue is getting the stuff we want to have. But if they tell me that I actually getting a lot for it, more than mining something else in the game. And if I do the phasing, so I get the asteroid with 100% efficiency, and I get really a lot of it, then it could be something really, really crazy. But
Yeah.
I mean, if we know how much ore we can get out of the site, people will do the calculation, and then they will tell me exactly that this site is actually worth 10 bill or something, and then people will mine it because they
Yeah.
know the value.
But
That's
I've seen how CCPs is slowly moving stuff uh, from this gameplay. I mean, the gameplay we had for the Halloween event, like the Crimson Harvest. It's like a micro crabbing, you know, you sit
Yeah,
still in a place and you have to tether or like anchor something. And I think this is the way they are making a new content for PvP, because content for PvP is kind of hard to find anyway. People know how to avoid that. And I think they are moving to this direction with mining also. So they want miners to be more like a pin down, if I can say that, because you have to anchor something, you have to give energy to this thing, so you have to
yeah,
bring like an orca or a big capital mining ship. And I mean, it can be really cool. I mean, it will give content for PvP members, and if it's a good disc, miners will jump into the gold rush. So it
yeah.
will be interesting to see. Yeah.
I would call it a gold rush. That's the thing what they promised on FanFest with the gold rush. I like that. I just want to hop in on the Crimson Harvest again because, of course, we run the old events like 2 years ago and stuff like that, or last year. And this year we had
Yeah.
Desi sites. That was new. We had escalation in the PvE sites, in the bigger ones, which you can have. And I had the feeling that they not just rewarmed an old event, they actually invested some in the existing sites and everything, made something new, give it a little bit touch of love, or some more love. It's not be that critics. I really appreciated it. And then in the end, they actually also had an idea to say, hey, you are finished with your event track. How about an blueprint crate where you get a Moloch? And people sold them for, in the beginning, I think for 4 bill, and they still
What?
cost 2 bill right now. You didn't got
No,
that? Don't
no.
tell me. You missed that? Oh, come on, Sushi, please.
No, I know. I've have the like orders up in Jira and on contracts for from the day one. But I've seen no movement in Jira from what I've seen. Like I've seen no Moloch. I've seen no Chemos. I mean, it's
Yeah, I
quite dead.
mean,
I haven't seen any movement. Like maybe I lost on that, but I haven't seen anyone selling for like 4B or Moloch thing. It must have happened. Like, but yeah,
I,
I tried to get on that, but the only thing I could do is set up orders.
I
I
mean,
don't want to spam Jira, Jira local. It's not, I don't do that.
people asked me in the event chat if they should open the crate or sell it, and I was like, the chance that you get the Chimos or Moloch are quite low. And then you get, what's the best you can get? You get a blueprint for a Balgon or for an Ashimo or
I mean,
something.
the crate has the name of the ship inside, so.
Yeah, but there's a big one. You get the Crimson Harvest crate, and that one is the one which they sell.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Okay, so
Yeah,
there
I
was
was
the.
putting orders for the golden one, you know,
Oh
like
yeah, but
the.
yeah, no. That's the golden one. Is actually, if you, that will be the drop. There is no RNG
Yeah.
anymore. The
Okay,
people,
okay.
yeah, and I told people that if you don't want to have, as you don't want to gamble, then go and sell the Crimson Harvest crate to the Jita buy orders, and you will be fine. And some of them they made like 3 bill or something out of it. Like they had one and they sold it. I
Yeah.
opened mine and I'm making video about it, how I got my Moloch. Cheek, no. And I rickrolled to people, and it was like, yeah, that's that's the only way how you do that. The chances that like 2 days or like a week before we done the Blood Raider Sotio, and we got the Moloch BBC out.
Yeah, I was there. It was crazy night.
Yeah,
Like,
like we got it with extra steps. So it just to get you people, um, it dropped out of the Sotio and got looted by one of the enemy freighters. Then the
like
enemy freighter died, and then we had I don't remember
a
the name.
dictator.
Dicta looted it,
Yeah.
and then the best case is he warped off into the next system, like as
It's
nothing
crazy.
is happening. You walked off
Yeah.
to the next system, docked there, and you have then, what was it, the 400 bill blueprint in your cargo. I mean, people jump freighter stuff like that because it's so expensive to be
That's so
100% sure
expensive. Yeah.
nothing happens. Yeah,
I mean,
and
that was like 3 or 4 enemy dreads on grid as well. So they lost
listen,
like 15B this night.
yeah,
15B plus the freighter.
yeah, yeah. That's these groups. They only do that. So they
Yes, they
only.
were organized. Like as soon as it popped, like they just safe logged and poof dreads.
I mean, yeah, they had yeah. They had used some very special mechanics to get everything in place as they had it, and I was
I
really
mean, you
amazed.
have to have a freighter to loot it.
Yep,
So we had one as well, didn't we?
yeah, we had one as well. Like we had multiple.
Yeah.
We also had
Yeah. So
faxes on
theirs
stand.
died. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. And we did have the Crimson Harvest loot fairy on our side because we could have lost that.
Yeah, like with the 90% drop chance, it was
Yeah.
like if you are a hunter for
It
these,
would have been a bad night if we had lost
yeah.
that.
I mean,
I
it
mean, we
would
spent
be.
so many time and so many ammo just orbiting this thing. I mean, I was Logi on this fleet. It was dense as fuck. I mean, usually Logi is quite easy. I mean, like the people get alpha, the headshot, or you can just like target them and heal them. Here, it was crazy, mate. You had to really pay attention. It was really fun to fly Logi on this fight.
I mean, diamond rats are like NPCs on steroids. They are
So
like
many of
really
them, so
crazy.
many.
And like if you get targeted by them and you have like what was it like 6 Ashimu webs on you, you go nowhere. And then even the capitals will apply damage to you, and then it's really hard to keep you up with the fleet. So yeah.
And we spent 2 days for like about 1 hour bashing this thing. Like imagine losing the blueprint. It would be so sad.
Yeah. I mean, there is some cheese tactics you can do about this. Like, there's really a lot of different tactics you can do. You can do it with a subcap fleet, you can do it with a capital fleet, and you even can do it with super carriers 3,000 kilometers off, slow boating the fighters to the station, having a scepter moving the enemy fleet into another direction, and then you can be unbuzzed, and you can do it with like 3 people. So. There's a lot of
Okay.
options, but
So
also,
many options.
I mean, if you have 2 supers on crit, it's like kind of scary to have them comp drop down and then you lose 2 supers
Yeah.
because, again,
It's not 100% drop, is it?
I
Like the
lost.
Moloch.
Yeah, I mean, if but you need to have that drop. Like it's RNG. That's not
Yeah,
guaranteed that you get the
it's
Moloch.
RNG. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, you don't want to have 2 supers and drop nothing.
yeah.
Like, it's too risky.
James Fisher writes, I lost a Navy ref to Diamond Reds. Yeah, I have blue standing to the Angel Cartel and I'm working on the Goristas. Because it's lovely to have an enemy NPC fleet spawning on you, destroying them. I think last time I had it, this was Aso Horde, the special squad from Delphi had there, which they come with a sweep pool fleet. This was after the change with the Logi stuff and I had Procurer on crit and a cloaked Hick, and they came and tried to kill the Procurer, and OFC, their front tackle, the first guy, was not familiar with Diamond Rats because if my tackle tells me they are Diamond Rats, I'm like, yeah, no, we're not gonna warp there because all of my fleet will die. And this tackle actually said, hey, I have the Procurer tackled. And then stuff happened. Like, they came, they all scrammed the Procurer, and I was like, yeah, I will try my best to keep the Procurer alive. In the meantime, I moved the Hick as close as possible to bubble them. And in the moment the enemy fleet arrived on crit, also the NPCs arrived on crit. And yeah, from there, I think I killed 6 or 7. Like, it didn't kill anyone. I was just holding them. The NPCs were killing them. And I had a hell time. Made a very nice YouTube video out of it, and there are also from other people videos about how you do that with a mobile Sino beacon and a bubble or something, and then people warp to the Sino beacon, and then they get raided by the NPCs. Yeah, But it's also like a very small mechanic in Eve. Like not like a lot of people don't know what diamond rats are. Then I think there is what's it called? In low sec you have also these forward bases, I think they also spawn diamond rats. And then the NPC areas where they live in nullsec, they are diamond rats. Then we have them in the ore sites. And that's where you see diamond rats.
Very, very rare though.
And then you need to have like, what is it, +5 standing or the +2.5 standing, or you need positive pirate faction standing, which you usually don't have, because if you live on Nysec you shoot them and then you lose standing, so you're actually a pirate to the pirates.
Yes, that's funny though.
So yeah, they don't like you. But since they added up the pirate faction warfare, for example, with the insurgencies, then people actually have positive standing with pirate factions.
Oh
And
yeah,
yeah,
true.
that's
I mean, I spent so many time ratting at Delve and now Tenerife is like my standing is terrible.
I mean, there's two pirate faction which are easy to grind. That's the Angel, the Cartel, and the Goristas, because they both have an epic arc, a pirate faction epic arc. And if you know
Oh,
the Sister of Eve arc, which you can do with a Jackdaw or a Cinnabar, like if
yeah.
you do it in style, you do it with a Cinnabar because it's much faster. And if you looking on the money, then you do it with a Jackdaw or something similar. But also Jackdaw is already like overkill. And for the pirate factions, Sushi, what do you think? Which kind of ship do I need?
For pirate faction?
Yeah, for the
Need
epic
for
arc.
what? Like
The
for
epic
DP?
arc for the pirates. What kind of ship do you think do I need to run them?
Not sure.
Let's take a
It's like
guess.
Trivagian stuff, no?
It's
No, maybe not Trig. No, Parrot. Parrot.
a pirate. Yeah, like
Mm,
you can like the Angel epic arc, for example, with the for the Angel Cartel, or the epic arc for the Goristas. Like the Angel Cartel is in front of our house. That's in the
yeah.
oh wait, how's this area called? I always miss it. How did you
Cash?
call it? No, yeah,
No?
Cache. No, Curse is the home
Ah,
area
Curse,
from
yeah.
from Angel. So if you want to
Okay.
do the epic arc from the Angel, you need to go to the Curse space to a specific station. I mean, you go
Okay.
one. You first you go to low sec and speak with the initial agent, because usually
Yeah.
the idea is you come from high sec to low sec to null sec, blah blah blah, and then you do the epic arc there. So there's
Yeah.
some stations you're jumping around. So and then it's an assault frigate or an interceptor, but
Assault
usually an
frigate?
assault frigate. It's not much you need. The epic
Yeah.
arcs are
To
always
just blitz them.
kind of, it's beginner friendly. You still need to understand what is happening, and you cannot just head in first. For the Goristas, for example, when I done it, they have one thing which there's a pos, like in a version of a pos, like an NPC pos. It's kind of cute, and there is like a way, like if you go into like a king's place or something, left and right, there are towers and stuff like that, and it looks like super amazing, but no NPCs. And once you go through the pos in the end, you spawned like 30 NPCs, and then even your little assault frigate has issues to tank that if you don't maintain some safety features.
Yeah.
But
Okay. I'm really not familiar with any PvE content, man. I mean,
yeah,
my Eve Kaya was like everyone else. I started with missions,
mm-hmm,
and back in the days there were not air system, nothing. Like it was crazy hard to start Eve Online. And yeah, I just did like everyone else. Like I wanted Raven because battleships, like when you start Eve, you think like bigger is better, which is not. And yeah, I skilled for passive tank Raven for level 4s, and I was bored to hell, mate. And then I went into
mm-hmm.
null space with it and joined goons, and I stopped PvE altogether. I lost that Raven like 2 days after because yeah, gating ravens in null space is not a good thing to do.
Yeah. Unscouted is an issue.
Yes, that was my first real loss here. But lesson learned. Like I spent maybe 2 or 3 weeks grinding for 200 millions to buy it. I was so
Yeah.
happy to have it. I managed to brought it to bring into decline, and then I wanted to rat with it. It was stupid. I lost it to like maybe three or four frigates. It was very stupid of me. But yeah, since then, never touched the mission. The only mission I do now is like for the dailies. I do the hauling missions for LPs with my ult. That's it. That's pretty much it. I don't touch this stuff.
Yeah, I done some Cosmos mission and stuff like that to grind some standing and stuff like that too. I wanted to do level 5s or something, but I never done them. On the other
It
side,
takes forever.
yeah. Um we are now over 2 hours in, and I'm getting late. And before I can leave Eve, I need to do some, how say it, I need to give over my fleet to somebody else to maintain it. Sushi, do you have some last words?
Yeah, thank you all for being here, and it was a pleasure to host this small video and podcast with you,
Oh
and
yeah.
really enjoyed it. So if you guys want to join the Hellcamp, feel free to. If you have any more questions, feel free to DM Sushi either on Slack, Sushi Volant, like a sushi and volant like something flying in French, and yeah, on Slack and or in game, and I'll help you sort things out if you need help for anything, like same thing.
I wrote that in the stream so people can send you a DM. Wonderful. Thank you very much. We heading out. Have a very nice evening. Enjoy the Hell Camp, and then we see us again. Maybe before that, but definitely on the kill timer of the Keepstar.
Oh
Thank you
yeah,
very much.
definitely. Be there. Fucking be there. Make it.
Bye
Yeah,
bye.
thank you very much.